Hello, my name is Julia Leager. Next year I will be a sophomore at Grosse Pointe North, and I am a white female student here. So, I want to start off by talking about the first time I was ever personally confronted with a conversation about race and ethnicity. So, this takes place on Christmas Eve a couple years ago. I was about 9 or 10, and I was at my grandparents' house with my dad's whole side of the family. So this includes aunts, uncles, cousins, all of that Christmas big celebration. And 2 out of my 6 cousins, they're twins. They're female and they are mixed. Obviously, they don't look like the rest of me and my cousins or my aunts and my uncles or my grandparents. And so, up until this night, I didn't know that that really made them struggle a lot. And as it got later, we got into some deeper conversations, and they expressed how they feel like they belong nowhere. They said, the white people don't want us because we're too black, and the black people don't want us because we're too white. And the fact that someone in my family felt like that, like I didn't want them, or that I didn't accept them, or that I saw them differently because they look differently, proved to me that they go through a lot more than I know, than I could imagine. The fact that that even ran through their brain was astonishing to me. And it really made me realize, even those couple years ago when I was younger, and even more so now, that it's just a part of their everyday life. Like every day they're thinking about it, about where they belong, if they belong, how they are different, how they're stereotyped, how people view them. And I'm really eager to become a part of this program because I personally have seen it tear people apart, and I want to be able to talk about it more because in that moment, I didn't know what to say. I still don't know what I would say. So I would like help navigating those conversations. Additionally, I went to Brownell. I came to North from Brownell, where I'm sure you know the student body is much less diverse than what we experience here at North. It was made up of primarily white kids who lived in big houses on Lakeshore and had pools in their backyard. And when we would talk about, hard topics in social studies or whatever, they would not know how to act. I mean, I wouldn't know how to act, but I knew to be respectful. And they didn't even know that, or they weren't even able to show that. And I don't know what to say to them. Like, who am I to say something? Like, it's not my place. But I feel like there is something that you can always say, and I need to learn more about what those things are. Furthermore, I'm so glad that I have come to North and I've had exposure to different groups and communities. It has truly opened my eyes, put me in some uncomfortable situations that I have grown from, and I'm looking forward to doing more over the next 3 years at this school. I also want to talk about how sometimes when I go to Detroit for a Tigers game or I go to Hamtramck for dinner, I find myself feeding into stereotypes. For example, that African American people are more violent or aggressive, or that we should be afraid of people who wear hijabs or dress differently than us. And when I think these things, I immediately feel ashamed, remind myself that it's irrational and that it's a product of information that has been fed to me that is based on nothing factual. But I know that I am a headstrong person and I'm able to form my own opinions, but I want to form those opinions off of people who experience this stuff firsthand, which is why I think this program could be so beneficial to me. And lastly, I find myself getting in arguments with even my own family members sometimes about, race, like them being more prejudiced, as they call it, than I would like. And I really want to have this opportunity to just have it for myself, like a growing opportunity for myself, because I don't want to go along the same path that the rest of my family has. I'm extremely interested in social justice and things going on in the world and problems and rights, human rights. And I am super interested in this program, and I really hope that I will get to have the experience this summer.